Right, yes. So I have decided to not take a job and to document the entire thing on now YouTube because there's far more upside and more attention. And I don't know, YouTube is a much better platform. I saw a school video where a lot of creators were there, and Sam Owens along with Alex Mosi was there, and they were talking about how YouTube is a 100 times better platform than Instagram or TikTok. So I better move my efforts to YouTube. So I'm kind of only like documenting my journey of building the agency. It's a niche agency, and I'm trying to do two things at a time, which is not ideal and not recommended at all. But right now, all my effort and focus is going into building the Indian agency, which is working with doctors, and I have also found like working with what do you call it, interior designers is also a very profitable niche. So I've thought that I can get money, I can get cash flow and stable kind of business coming in every single month. And then when I have enough, then I can maybe invest in the US side of things and I can scale there. But right now, I can just focus on working with doctors here in India, and then I could just keep scaling until I have enough cash to fund the US side of things. Now, what changes? Yes, I'm completely running ads in a different market. I know how to bring leads for my own market, and I am getting a bunch of crap leads, meaning they're not qualified to pay and whatnot. So right now we're just running ads to lead forms and getting people on the phone. So attaching the form with a call, like a phone, and then once I call them, I book a meeting with them in person, and then I go out and meet them, right? Usually I book them for tomorrow or day after tomorrow, not more than that, so that I have the best show up rate and kind of relevance into them not saying that I'm not interested anymore. So I do that. But right now, for the first like 2 days that I went out, I found out that all my leads are shit. I mean, they're not qualified to pay at all. So what I'm thinking of doing is attaching a VSL, um, and then after VSL, they would go to a form to book a meeting with me, or at least answer some questions so that I can call them. Now, I can also ask them a couple of questions on the lead form, and then they would be more susceptible to like have the means to pay if I qualify them properly. Now, if I just ask them to enter their phone numbers like 10 times, they're not going to be qualified. Those are just interested people, most likely broke leads. That's kind of more what I understand from it. But if I qualify them with good questions like what is your currently footfall, how many patients are you converting every single month, what is your revenue, like these kind of questions, and then I call them, do an intro call before going out to the appointment, it should be pretty much enough to qualify the leads. And then, but that would take my lead cost from what I'm doing right now, maybe 20 rupees, which is almost a fifth of the dollar. So 20 rupees to a couple of dollars. So yeah, and I only have like $150 a month, and I own like for a month of ads. I only have runway for 2 months, so I'm gonna run this ad for 2 months and see who's converting and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure that I should be able to close more than six $60 clients so that I can keep playing the game of business by refunding the ads and doing all that. And I'm also pretty much pumped about reading the money model, the book that I launched literally yesterday. And then I want to apply it for my business and understand how it works, because I think that is one of the highest levers that you can pull in the business. While someone cannot copy you, I mean, they can, but they have to do a lot of work. So it reduces like copying offers, copying the ads. That's all good. But if I can spend 5 times by changing the model. It's really hard for them to crack. Right now, I can only see so much. That's why I'm speaking in an immature way. But it's not only for solving the copy paste that other people are doing, but it's also like solving how do you run the business so that you could actually just go overboard and start doing these crazy numbers that I see online all day. So I'm really hopeful that that book is something that I can understand and implement. So I'll be able to scale faster. And yeah, I mean, that's all pretty much about what is happening right now, who I'm working with, how much money am I putting in ad spend, and how much, what is the result of that ad spend. So yeah, I'm getting like almost 6 to 10 leads a day, and then I'm booking 4 appointments out of those. I had 3 appointments yesterday. One was pretty much, that was so unqualified that the roads were not even built, and the sewers were open in front of his shop, and his shop was like this big. So I didn't win in that. He wouldn't be able to pay for the ads itself. And then I went to another doctor who was just like, who was in homeopath doctor, and they don't make as much per customer. So I just gave him a different offer for a setup, and pretty much we don't have to change a thing on the back end, so it keeps running, and he doesn't have to pay me every single month. So that's going to be much more helpful to him, and probably he'll not be irritated with me because he'll start getting some calls from patients, which he usually does not. And then I had a talk with a hospital that is not in my city, so we had a Google Meet, and he was really like, he believed in me. He believed me, but he had more partners into the business that he has to like convince, and they were not ready to hop on the call because they were busy and whatnot. So I guess if he's able to convince them and he's himself convinced, which I don't know if he's fully, but it seems that he was interested, then he will come back, and that's that is the result of me not doing a good enough job on sales side. And I can see, and I'm learning, and I'm okay with learning curve. So let's see what happens, all right? And probably this video will go to trash, but still, yeah. Let's see what happens.